Hi, I'm JamesMCD, and I'm here to talk to you about an issue that is affecting teens and adults alike: distracted driving. More specifically, texting and driving. When you're on the road, your main focus should be what's in front of you, next to you, or behind you. Using your phone just takes away focus from the important things. Trust me, you can take 5 minutes out of stalking your ex-girlfriend's Facebook to ensure that you and your passengers get to your destination safely. Distracted driving has gotten big enough to be called an epidemic, especially when you look at these numbers. Distracted driving accounts for more than 25% of all motor vehicle crash fatalities. Teens have been the largest age group that reported being distracted while driving. Driver distraction is reported to be responsible for more than 58% of teen crashes. That is just unacceptable. But most importantly, if you do decide to take this risk, you could find yourself damaging your hands and becoming a wizard. And really, who wants that? So please, next time you're on the road, stay safe, stay focused, and don't become a wizard. Mom, I'm taking the car. Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here, and today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Strange, released in 2016, directed by Scott Derrickson. Stephen Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, is a successful, rich, and skilled neurosurgeon. But he's also arrogant and acts like a dick to his co-workers and love interest, played by Rachel McAdams. But after a near-fatal car crash severely damages his hands, and not the rest of his body for some reason, he goes out on a journey to look for something that'll fix them, so he can be a doctor again. Instead, he comes across a woman called the Ancient One, played by Tilda Swinton, who, on top of fixing his hands, shows him how to master the mystic art so he can save the multiverse from destruction. So I'm gonna come clean, this is the only Phase 3 movie that I didn't see in theaters when it originally came out. In fact, when it was coming out, I honestly forgot about it. Like, I saw the trailers for it, it looked really cool, but, you know, like, in terms of, like, top priority Marvel movies, it wasn't really up there, but you know, obviously when I started doing these look back reviews and stuff like that, I kind of had to watch it. So I mostly watched it out of obligation rather than actual interest. I mean, not saying that I wasn't, you know, curious to see it. It did definitely look really cool. The visual style looked appealing, and you know, I kind of wanted to see the introduction of this character before Infinity War. But you know, I wasn't really, you know, in a rush to see it. And after watching it for the first time a couple nights ago, I thought it was fine. It was definitely enjoyable. It feels a lot more like a Phase 1 movie than a Phase 3 movie, but it's alright for what it is. It does a decent job introducing this character. There are a lot of similarities to the first Iron Man movie. You know, a rich, arrogant billionaire with a goatee goes on a journey of self-discovery and comes back a hero and has to, you know, save the world from something. So yeah, but even with those similarities, they still do a pretty good job. I think, you know, Stephen Strange's introduction into this universe is pretty good. I like his progression throughout the movie, how he starts off, you know, as kind of a arrogant and bitter asshole, but then he, you know, gets better and better as the movie goes on. I think Benedict Cumberbatch gives a pretty solid performance. His accent is a little bit distracting, but it does get better in Infinity War. The rest of the cast does a really good job, but the characters that they are portraying didn't really do a whole lot for me. They weren't really that interesting. And in fact, the only one that really, you know, goes on to be in any of the other movies, well, as of right now, I mean, there is a Doctor Strange sequel in the works, but it hasn't had any trailers or anything like that. But the only one that goes on to do anything in any of the other movies is Wong. All the rest of them either don't show up again or are dead. And Wong was fine. He didn't really, you know, have any development or anything really to do except help in the final battle. And there are a lot of things in this movie, the plot of the movie at least, that don't really make that much sense. Even for a movie about magicians and magic and stuff like that, there are a few things that, again, don't make sense. For one, when Steven gets into the car crash, how does it not just kill him? Like, in fact, I'll play the clip of the car crash right now. Seriously, how high was that mountain or hill or whatever that it was that he was on? Like, he should have died. Also, when he is bargaining with Dormammu at the end of the movie, and, you know, he finally annoys him enough to the point of convincing him to leave, how does he know that he won't just, you know, start leaving and then when Strange isn't expecting it, just come back? But, I mean, those are, you know, little side things. How was the rest of the movie? Like I said, kind of just standard. The action is the best part, though. There is a lot of, you know, fun visual effects and tricks and stuff like that, and cool stunts and everything. And while I'm on the subject, the visual effects are what make this movie, you know, watchable. Like, there are so many really creative and inventive visual tricks and, you know, effects, and they all look really trippy and cool looking, and it clearly a lot of time and effort and detail was put into making these, like, especially during that what I'm calling the acid trip scene, where he first meets the Ancient One and she does like the open your mind thing and like pushes him back through like all these different like multiverses and stuff like that. That was really cool and really well done and executed, and for some reason it works really well when Goodbye Moon Men from Rick and Morty is played over it.
Goodbye, Moon Man. You say goodbye, Moon Man. Goodbye.
So yeah, all the visual effects and magic and, you know, stuff like that, that is the biggest selling point of this movie, but the rest is just kind of standard. Like, it's not bad by any means. It definitely works for what it is, but I wouldn't really say that I'm in a hurry to watch it again. But I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored watching it. I still wanted to see how it ended and everything like that. And, you know, I do think that Strange became a much cooler and more interesting character as the movies went on. But yeah, that's really about all I can say for Doctor Strange. It's fine, but it's not necessarily one of my favorites. So going to my ranking, I'd probably give this like a 3 out of 5. But anyway, that does it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of Doctor Strange when you saw it. How does it hold up? And what are you expecting to see in the Doctor Strange sequel whenever that comes out? Let me know down in the comments. And tune in tomorrow when I'll be taking a look at Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on what I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel, everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Don't text and drive. See you later.
Goodbye, Moon Man. You say goodbye.